I want some nasty.
Too many people be calling my phone, but I never be picking it up. Got everyone that I need in my circle, I never be going and switching it up. Rocking with the people who been following me when I never thought it would have happened and I never got love.
What's good, people? It's your boy Clan, the Spurs fan, here with a brand new video. If you could, give me a like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. So I want to go ahead and talk about the San Antonio Spurs for a second. And as a Spurs fan, as a person who just loves, enjoys, and gets crazy over the San Antonio Spurs and getting onto this channel and talking to you guys about it, I feel like I would be lying to myself and to you guys if I wasn't just completely honest with how I feel about the team thus far. Over the years, you know, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, you know that I've been the ultimate optimist. You know that I've seen this team at the low points, high points, and I'm always coming up with different scenarios in which I can see us winning a championship. But this season is a little different for me. And one thing that's really been bothering me about this team this year is the amount of selfishness that I'm not really accustomed to when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs. Usually if we have a selfish player, it's maybe one player, max two. Usually not two though. Mostly it's just one player if we even have one. But this year has really shown that this team is extremely selfish, and it's the people that we really don't need to be selfish are the ones that's being selfish. I'm just going to key on two players right now, just two. And I'm not going to, you know, just rip one of them. But I am going to go through how I feel about them and how I feel about this team right now. The two players that I feel like have been very selfish, especially last game, is DeJounte Murray and DeMar DeRozan. Now, I'm going to go through why I feel like DeJounte Murray has been selfish. And maybe we can give him a little leeway only because he's so young. But I'm going to say DeJounte Murray has been selfish because as soon as he didn't start, as soon as he had to come off the bench, what's the first thing he did after the game? He unfollowed Patty. He unfollowed the San Antonio Spurs. He took San Antonio Spurs point guard out of his bio. He wasn't posting anything addressing the fans whatsoever. Every single thing that he did post as far as in his story was just self-branding. He kept the New Balance commercial up there, which is fine. You know, I even reposted that. I thought it was a cool commercial. But that was one of the only things on his page since getting benched, right? Now, as soon as he's a starter again, now he wants to address the fans. Now he goes onto Instagram and he says, "Don't worry, Spurs fans, we're going to get this thing together. We're going to get this thing right. We're going to get..." Where was all this energy when you were coming off the bench? The energy wasn't there because your mind wasn't there. You didn't care about the fans at that point. And I'm not sitting here just trying to get on to DeJounte Murray, but it's just selfishness that I've seen all over, right? It's not just him. It's selfishness that I've seen all over. So, with that being said, he did that, right? He went out and said, you know, we're going to get this thing together. We're going to get it right. We're going to get it. Yeah, blase, right? We hear all that. Now, let me get on to our vet, DeMar DeRozan. Now, DeMar DeRozan, the last few games, he has not been that terrific whatsoever. He's been missing, you know, a lot of big-time shots at the end of games. And Pop elected down the stretch of last game to sit him. Now, this is what bothers me to no end, guys. This is what drives me nuts. This is what drives me crazy. So you're sitting on the bench, and instead of being a good teammate, instead of cheering on your guys, instead of being up and enthusiastic and ready for us to go ahead and try to win this game, with or without you, you sit on the bench and pout. You sit on the bench and you pout like a child while Bryn Forbes is getting ready to hit possibly the biggest shot of the game. It rolls in and out, but you sitting on the bench, no expression whatsoever. You have nothing to say. You have no emotions whatsoever. So that shows me that you're pretty selfish. You're about yourself. You're all about yourself. man, I just don't know what to say. It just drives me crazy, guys. And I don't know what else to say to you guys other than it's selfish. The team is selfish. And I would be, like I said, I would be lying to myself and to you guys if I felt as if this team is fine or this team is dandy, because it's not. This team is not going to win the championship. And I believe we'll make the playoffs just because we got popped. But there's no point at this point. I'm gonna keep cheering them on. But at this time, the only thing I can really get excited about is Lonnie Walker. The only thing I can genuinely get excited about is the development of, Derek White, DeJounte, and, guys that want to be here. Patty's been great, But this thing is just not working out. And I've never felt this way about DeMar DeRozan. And as far as DJ, I'm totally fine with DJ only because, well, I'm not totally fine with it, but I'll excuse DJ only because of his age. I'm not going to sit here and trip about it and be that guy, right? I'm a chill about it because he is so young. But there's no excuse with DeMar DeRozan, and I hope that they can get it together. I hope that this selfish mentality changes. But I think that proved him doing what he did as far as sitting there on the bench and not even caring, not even an emotion. The whole stadium is excited, and he don't even have an emotion. I think that shows that he's been playing for himself. He's been playing all for himself. He hasn't been playing for his teammates. And I hope that this changes. And it's crazy how, like, my mindset as far as his team can just take a left turn, because LA has always been, on my radar as far as a guy that I criticize. I never thought that I would have to criticize DeMar DeRozan in this way. I just didn't. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep cheering regardless. I hope that we can get on a little winning streak. The team looks pretty good. Looks like we can get it together. We need the right matchups out there. But yeah, as of now, guys, this team is selfish, and you're not going to win a championship this way.